everyone and welcome to another vlog. These vlogs are now going to be coming thick and fast because we're back from Florida, although it has been a very busy time, hasn't it? Paul is here.
Hello.
We're just on our way to Birmingham actually to visit some family today.
Yes, we are, yeah.
Since we got back from Florida, it has been go, go, go. Every single day we have been doing things. You'll see from the title of this video, we are starting to view places to live and things like that. You're going to hear more about that in this vlog. But since we have got back, it's just been so busy and I've got so many things to edit, so many vlogs from Orlando which I still haven't edited. It's just been the craziest time, and we've just had a lot of things like this, haven't we, and family things. A lot going on, and it's been very, very busy. I'm trying to keep with my routines and things like that, which can be difficult because I've been having to do a lot of editing on the go. I can't necessarily just do it in the same way that I normally do, but we're doing our best, aren't we, to keep things going. I've got my AG1 here, and on that note, they have very kindly sponsored today's video, so thank you to AG1. I've spoken about them before, you guys will know, and it's become such a part of my routine and my ritual every single morning. And as you can see, even if I'm not at home, I still bring it with me, and it's just been so good with all of this busyness and craziness. It's just become something I actually rely on. I take it to Florida with me as well. It's funny how something can go from you didn't even know about it to something that is a routine ritual that you have every single day. The more time that I drink this, the longer I have it and the longer it's been, which I think I started it in December last year. The more you kind of realise what it does in the long term. The biggest thing that I've noticed, or there's two things actually, is just kind of balance, I'm going to call it. As you get older, or as I have got older certainly, and I think this is very similar for everybody, you just notice a lot more things that are just bothering you, let's say, on a day-to-day basis. So things like moods being up and down, irritability at certain times in the month maybe, bloating, tiredness and fatigue, things like that. All of these things that I just feel like are everyday kinds of things that happen. Since I've been drinking this, I've noticed such a difference in terms of fatigue and tiredness especially, and like I say, just more balance. This does contain over 70 different minerals, antioxidants, mushrooms, really good stuff for gut health. And that's the other thing that I've noticed on the subject of gut health is much better normal gut health. It just feels like my digestion and everything is more balanced. And one thing that I've done recently, or I've been doing recently, is just looking into a lot more health and wellness kind of stuff. I think everybody starts to do that as you get to a certain age. You're like, what can I do for myself to make things as good as they can be? And it seems to me that gut health is actually, or poor gut health is responsible for a lot of other health problems that you would not think were anything to do with that. So for me, that's something that I've prioritized, is trying to have as good kind of digestion and gut health. And when you are really busy all the time, like I have been certainly in the last month or so, but on and off, it's like that all the time, to be honest, this year. I really have felt thankful for that. It's made a big difference to me, and I just absolutely do rely on this every single morning now. And if any of you guys fancy giving this a try, if any of that is resonating with you, AG1 have given me an offer for you, and there's a QR code on the screen, and I'll also put a link in the description of the video. But when you do your first subscription, they'll give you a bottle of vitamin D, which I put the drops into this every day, and they'll also send you 5 of the travel packs, and those are really good. Like days like today, actually this one I can just use the stuff at home, but if I'm out and about, when I'm traveling, when I go to Florida, I rely on using those travel packs because I'm away all the time, so they'll send you a few of those to get started as well. So be sure to check that out. I've been absolutely loving it. But we are going to make a little stop in a minute just to have a break, aren't we? And then pressing on. And later in this vlog, as again you will have seen from the title, tomorrow we're going to be viewing some places to live. I'm not going to be able to show you when we're actually viewing them because of course they're not ones that we've said yes to yet. We're just having a look around. But after each one, we're hoping to get a couple more booked in tomorrow morning. One thing I will say that we are realising with this, it's been a long time since I have actually been looking for a rental property. It is so competitive, isn't it? We have been shocked. I don't know whether it's just our area or whether it's everywhere. I'm assuming it's kind of everywhere, but every single property that comes up, everybody like leaps on it. Whoever's first to get a viewing pretty much then takes it, unless you've got unlimited funds and you can afford like really expensive rental properties. The ones that are reasonable, obviously there's so many different people are wanting to get them, so we're having to kind of look in the mornings, ring up immediately, try and get a viewing, and then sometimes you call up and they're like, oh no, sorry, it's already gone, or someone's viewing it at 10, you can view it at 11, and then you get a phone call saying, oh sorry, the people who viewed it at 10 have taken it. So it's like that. We have one tomorrow afternoon, and we're quite hopeful for that one actually.
We are, yeah.
And weirdly, the property we're viewing tomorrow afternoon is one that we saw about 6 months ago, didn't we? And we weren't seriously looking at that point, but it's the same one has come back up again. So we're viewing that tomorrow afternoon, and there's one that I really, really want to speak to them about, but it's Sunday and estate agents aren't open on Sunday, so I'm going to call first thing tomorrow morning, and you guys will be kind of with us on this little journey, hopefully within the next few days.
Yes.
We might have actually secured our first place together, which we're so excited for, aren't we?
And it's the start of our new adventures together.
Exactly.
Like our whole lives together then.
Yeah, we're very, very excited. My problem is that we're finding we need a parking space, especially for my car, like an allocated, not like on the road parking space, because my car is very old. It's 23 years old now.
Yeah.
23, she's just turned 23. It is a car that I've kept in very good, pristine condition. So it's bordering on vintage at this point in time, so it needs to not be parked on the road, and I keep it covered the majority of the time. So that is limiting the properties that we can go for, because a lot of kind of apartments and things don't come with parking, but some of them do. So we are hopeful of finding something, but it's good that you guys are going to be kind of on that journey with us, and when we find something, there's then going to be vlogs of us buying stuff for our new place, doing home hauls and things like that. You can come along with us to look at things, and we're just very excited, aren't we?
And also, if there's anything that you guys suggest for people who are just starting out together, getting their first home together, is there anything that like you guys suggest us getting?
Yeah, do you have any home recommendations?
Home recommendations, we like ideas, we like suggestions, you know.
Yeah.
Just let us know.
Yeah, anything in terms of, I don't know, kitchen gadgets or this or that, anything really that you have in your home that you think is really good, do let us know of any recommendations that you have. But we're very excited for everything that's to come, but it is just a tiny bit stressful given that there's not enough properties for the people who want them. So we are having to, we feel like we're in competition, don't we? We feel like it's
Well, we're always in competition.
Yeah, it's like the rental property Olympics, like to try and get something. It'll happen. It's the next day now, and you might be able to tell from this train behind me, this very vintage train. We are in Minehead, and we've had to come back here. I was here for a few days with Mum, and I left my jacket behind. I thought I'd lost it, but I've had a phone call to say that they still have it. So we've come back here to Minehead just to pick it up, and I'm just showing Paul a little bit of Minehead while we're here, because he's never actually seen in Minehead. He's been to the Butlins that's here in Minehead, but he's never looked around. I don't have the microphone today, so I'm hoping you can hear me okay. So we're just having a little wander around this station, probably grab an ice cream, grab the jacket, and then we have a flat viewing later this evening. I'm really excited to see it and let you guys know how that goes. There was another one that we really wanted to view. I called about it this morning, and we can't get a viewing till Thursday, which is several days time, so that's a shame. We would have loved to have seen them both today, but yeah, hopefully that goes well later. Paul's loving it and getting Harry Potter vibes. It is very, very much Harry Potter
What I
vibes.
really like is how thick the cushions are. So,
Yeah, so if you look on the train, so this is the train you can actually travel on. This is a working railway. It doesn't have lots of trains departing every day. In the summer they have more, and they have the steam trains, and then sometimes it's diesel. But you can see what they look like inside. It is very neat being able to travel on these trains still, and having it so close to where we live is very, very lucky. Even just coming here to have a look around the station, because it's so old-fashioned. I absolutely love it. It is really unique. There's not a lot of stations like this that are still, you know, open and operating in the UK. They often have a little bookstall here. That's what's covered up with that blue tarp. It's not a mainline station, I should add. So this goes from here in Minehead, this is the end of the line, to Bishop's Lydeard, and then there's a couple of little stops in between. So it's not a train you can really go anywhere significant on. It's more you kind of go up and down the line just for the experience. But travelling on the steam train is absolutely amazing. We'll come back and do that and show you guys. It's not cheap because their costs are a lot to keep these going, but it's such a great experience. And like I said, I think we'll get a little ice cream maybe. Are you up for an ice cream?
yeah.
Silly question. It's actually not the best weather today, but I quite like it. It's nice and cool. We've had some hot weather the last few days, so this is really nice.
Still shorts and shirt weather.
It's still summery, and you can see just as we're walking back towards the entrance of the station, you've got North Hill in the distance there. And this is one of the things I love about Minehead. I was saying to Paul, it's very much not your typical seaside town. A lot of the seaside towns in the UK these days are a bit, how do I put it? A tiny bit tacky sometimes. I don't really like saying that, but you know what I mean. Look at this here. This old building. This is so cool. But Minehead is much more quaint. So they do have, you know, your ice creams, your fish and chip shops, and some amusements on the seafront, but it is much more chilled and calm than your typical seaside town. That's why I love it. This gives you a little timeline. So this station opened to passenger traffic in 1874, 16th of July 1874, and then it officially closed to passengers on the 4th of January 1971. And then of course they reopened it now, but it's more of a tourist attraction than a station that will take you anywhere significant. But it's well worth coming here just to look around, or going on the steam train itself is such a fun experience. It really does feel like you're on the Hogwarts Express. And you can see the diesel engine here, and right behind it is the steam engine. Look at this. You see a bit more close up now. Look at that. It's so impressive and so amazing that they keep this going. I can only imagine the cost involved in keeping this going. So yeah, really appreciate being able to still see this. It's ice cream time. Oh, I haven't even had any of mine yet, and Paul's making good progress in his. You've got it all over yourself. Let's give you another look of North Hill. It's so pretty there. The way all the houses are kind of built into the hill. I love it. We are now in Costa, and the jacket is rescued. I feel like I didn't say too much about that. Oh, I was so annoyed with myself. I'd been away with Mum. It was on top of my suitcase. I'd like tucked it underneath the handle, and obviously I was dragging the suitcase and the jacket must have fallen off. And it had all of my cards in the pocket, so like my card holder, all my bank cards, my driving license, everything. It had my AirPods in the pocket. Just nightmare, absolutely. And I love that jacket as well. It's my leather jacket, and for a couple of days they were like, oh no, we haven't had it back. So I guess somebody picked it up but didn't hand it in right away. I'm so pleased, so glad. It was a bit annoying having to go back and get it, but we did have a nice little stroll, didn't we, and an ice cream, so it was fine. And now we're just waiting to go to this viewing. It was really weird actually. The one that we have later in the week, they just left a message on Paul's phone, and I was kind of thinking, oh, are they going to suddenly tell us we can look at it today before this one? And we just rang back and they didn't seem to know why they'd called us, which was a bit weird, wasn't it?
It's strange.
It was weird. Like they were like, oh, I don't know why that would have been, but you are still booked in on Thursday to view it. So I don't know what that was about. We've just been sat here like talking. I've been thinking about it for the last few days. With the rental market the way it is, it's just so difficult, because if you view something and you like it, you basically have to just go for it. You can't go away and think about it for a few days because someone else will take it. And this one that we're viewing in a minute, in an hour or so, it's one that I looked at quite a while ago. It's come back on the market. It's in a location that's good, good for Paul's work and everything. But the other one, we do prefer in a lot of ways. It's got more kind of qualities about it that we would like. It's a bit bigger.
Yeah.
However, it's more expensive. Really, we want to be able to save as well, and hopefully buy a property at some point. And if you're spending a lot on rent, then it's much harder to save anything, and you are paying somebody else's mortgage effectively. And yeah, I just really don't like the idea of spending more than we have to on rent. So even if we go for somewhere that maybe wouldn't be the thing that we would choose if we had the choice of everything, but as long as it suits us and we like it, I think the cheaper the better, quite honestly. Yeah, it's just really difficult though when you know you've got a viewing for one in a few days, but pretty much when we viewed this one in an hour or so, we're going to have to say yes or no to it. So I almost feel like if we like this one, we're going to have to just dismiss the other one. It's really annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really difficult. Like you can't like view several and then think about it, but I'm excited to see it though, aren't you?
I'm always excited to see somewhere like this, because it's going to be our next stage, isn't it?
Yeah, we're really excited.
You used to just look in the back of the newspapers.
Yeah, I have literally.
circle.
Yeah, I've literally done that. Like back in the first time I would have rented a property was in 2005 probably, and I remember literally circling places in the newspaper. And then I guess you just went in probably, or you might have rung up, but you went into the estate agent and asked about it and then looked around. But I don't remember all of this competitiveness. I remember there being a lot of stuff that was available. Just need to actually get somewhere.
I've got to sharpen my DIY skills as well, mate.
Yeah, DIY, be getting on that as well. Tell you all about the flat viewing in a minute because we have already been. I just want to show you this though in Aldi. They've got Guess the Flavour, so Walker's Crisps have done this, I think a few times. So they've got Guess the Aldi Flavour number 1 and Guess the Aldi Flavour number 2.
It all looks like cherryade.
It does all look the same colour. Did you want to get one of them to try it? I don't really drink fizzy, but you do.
Shall we try it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll taste it, but I don't really drink a lot of
should we
fizzy.
try?
I don't know, I guess one.
One?
And then next time we'll try the second one. More recently, we have been shopping in Lidl, and I actually have to say I prefer Lidl to Aldi. I do like both, but don't you prefer Lidl?
Yes. Yeah, I prefer Lidl because I've got the app and I get a load of coupons and I save a lot of money.
Yeah, I just think their like bakery and like their fruit and veg and stuff seems to be nicer. They do cronuts, so that's crucial. They have nibbly nobblies, saucy nibbly nobblies, which is obviously supposed to be ribbon saucy knickknacks. Nibbly nobblies. Oh, I love Aldi. They've got the Schwartz Pizza Express powder mixes. We actually really like the garlic and basil. Do you remember we made it with the cherry tomatoes and stuff? That was actually really nice. Yeah, we really enjoyed that. So 79p, that's actually pretty good. This is not great lighting. I had one of the other lights on the lamp next to me and I looked orange. So this is as good as it gets. It's like a tan, isn't it? It looked like a very bad tan. It is not any kind of tan that I would want to have. No. We are back now from the viewing and we wanted to let you know what we thought about it. Not in detail, even though this channel is in detail. But still, before we get into that though, I wanted to show you this. We were in Morrison's the other day.
Yes, it was, yeah.
And we found this Tetley digestive biscuit tea. Now, you guys know if there's any biscuit tea to be tried around here, we will be doing the testing. So the original biscuit brew is my favourite. We also tried the M&S shortbread tea, didn't we?
Yes.
Now we have Tetley digestive biscuit tea. So we've made one. We're going to see what we think of it. I've got the Disney Cruise Line mug and Paul's got the Disneyland Paris Victoria mug. And speaking of Disney Cruise Line, it was 1 year ago tomorrow that I went on the Disney cruise.
Wow.
I can't believe that was a year ago. What on earth? Right. Oh, it does actually smell different to the biscuit brew. It does smell like a digestive. Mm-hmm.
That's actually quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah, weirdly, the shortbread one was the same. It doesn't just taste like any old biscuit taste. It does taste like what it's supposed to be.
Give it a good old sniff first. That's what I'd say. Get a good waft of it first.
I still think my absolute favourite is the original Yorkshire tea biscuit brew.
No, I prefer the shortbread one.
You love shortbread though.
Yeah,
so that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
I do like that, and I do like the shortbread one as well. But the biscuit brew original is my favourite.
It's a good cuppa though.
It is good. I'm looking a mess here. So I was just going to say, I've been windswept all day. My roots really need doing. I'm not looking my best right now. However, we wanted to let you know how we got on. So. This particular one, I told you a bit of a story about it in Costa, how it came up like 6 months ago, then we've seen it again. It wasn't for us, was it?
No, I mean, I don't know how to describe it really,
It just wasn't, was it?
No, I think that like some properties suit people and some properties don't.
Yeah.
And this one just didn't quite suit what we need, really.
Yeah, we're not being too fussy because like I was telling you earlier, it is very competitive. You kind of have to just go for it. However, I am someone who very much, if I get a good vibe about the place, I will be like very keen. But if I get any kind of vibe that it's just not going to suit us, then I wouldn't be able to go for it. And that's kind of how we felt, wasn't it? There was nothing wrong with it. It wasn't anything like that.
I mean, at the end of the day, we've got to try and make it our own home and we've got to feel that way about the property.
Yeah.
This property just didn't give us that feeling.
We weren't feeling it. Yeah, we weren't feeling it. And there were a couple of more practical things that we kind of thought, actually, that's not going to be any good. So it wasn't any good. However, we do have a viewing for this other one on Thursday.
Yeah.
And I did find out that we are the first to view it. So there's a there's a block of like viewings, I guess maybe let's just say 4 or 5 of us, I don't know how many, like one after the other on Thursday. And we are viewing first. So I feel like that's good that we're kind of first in. We'll be able to say to them if we like it, yes, we want it. I think probably it will be the same as the others where the landlord gets to pick who they have. So maybe the landlord will be there to meet people and they will just choose out of everybody. But yeah, we're going on. Well, I say we, Paul is working. So Becky is actually going to come with me just for a second opinion because I feel like I'm just not very good at these things on my own. So Becky's going to come. And I do have a really good feeling about that one.
Yeah, I mean, like this place seems like it suits more of our needs than
Yeah.
the other place does. And it's not misbad-mouthing the other place, not in the
No,
slightest.
not at all. No.
You know, because it will make somebody a lovely home.
Yeah.
However, I think that, you know, everybody out there has their own specific needs when it comes to certain things, and in our case, you know, this other place may meet more of them.
It ticks more boxes, but it's a little more expensive. That's why we were really hoping the one today was going to be amazing.
I was absolutely gutted, to be fair. I really was.
But the other one, although it is a little bit more expensive, it will tick more boxes. But again, it will depend on the feel of the place when we get there. We need to see what that's like. I don't know whether that one will be in this vlog, so quite possibly I'll be talking about that in the next vlog. So if you're not already subscribed, please do, because there is going to be ongoing story with this finding a new place to live, and once we have somewhere, of course, we will be letting you guys know. We'll be, like I said, looking for stuff for it, furnishing it and all that sort of thing. So fingers crossed for the Thursday one, and in the meantime I look every single morning. There could be something new that comes up.
Absolutely.
So we will see, but we just wanted to let you know that is how that one went, and I will be doing a bit of more vlogging in the morning.
I've got to go to sleep at anyway because I've got work crack of dawn in the morning.
Yeah,
I would get a little bit of a line tomorrow morning. It's only 5:30 that I have to be up at.
That's a lion for Paul. What on earth? Horrible time in the morning. So yeah, we're just going to watch a little bit of TV, have this not biscuit brew, digestive brew, and
Got to remember that,
get a bit of
digestive
sleep.
brew.
Yes, I'm so glad I got my jacket back today. I cannot even tell you. I don't know if anybody else gets this, but if you've ever lost anything more than like a pair of sunglasses or something random, to lose my jacket that had all my cards, my driver's license, my Disney annual pass, everything is in that little card holder, my AirPods in the pocket, but the jacket itself as well. That felt like a lot to lose to me, and I did feel quite upset.
I'm sat here chuckling about it. I don't mean to chuckle about it.
No, it wasn't funny that I lost it, but it's funny. It's funny because I've got it back.
Yeah, well, you know, it's just that when you told me the story about how you've lost it, I can just picture you sort of pulling your suitcase away, going doo 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 doo, and
the jacket's just dropped off the back. Yeah.
You know,
that's me.
But that I can just picture that happening. So it's not funny that you lost it.
No,
but you know. But we're glad that you found it now.
I feel very, very glad. And I feel glad about the fact that it's obviously just got handed in. I don't think anyone's rifled through it. But anyway, I will see you guys in the morning. Paul won't, because 5:30 he'll be up and going to work. But yeah, overall, we're glad we viewed that one. It wasn't it, but I have a good feeling about Thursday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Thursday.
It's the next day, and I've decided to edit downstairs today. Normally I sit at my desk, but sometimes I just like to change it up. Sometimes I go to Costa. Sometimes I just like to sit down here for a bit of a change. Got my coffee on the go. I feel like this is the first time in a while that I've been able to get work done just all day. Like I was saying yesterday, I've been very, very busy. I've been here, there and everywhere. We've had family stuff going on. I was away with my mum, and I'm really, really behind. So I'm glad today that I'm just getting to sit here and get on with lots of editing. I've been snacking on my dried cranberries. I got these in Aldi yesterday. That's my new favourite thing. I've been catching up, watching some stuff on YouTube as well. You would think when I'm editing that I wouldn't watch stuff at the same time because it'd be distracting, but actually I like having something on in the background. I'm going to get as much done as I can before Paul gets home, and then I'll do some dinner. I think I'm probably going to make the Pizza Express pasta thing that we got in Aldi yesterday. I'll probably make that tonight. I've just come out into the kitchen to start making dinner, and I've just got a couple of recommendations that I wanted to show you. This is the new anti-bac cleaner that we've got. I always used to get the Method rhubarb one, and I do still really like that, but this Ineos one, which is rhubarb and pomegranate, smells absolutely unreal. Honestly, this is the nicest smelling cleaning spray that I've ever tried. You can definitely get it in Tesco and Waitrose. I'm sure other places do it as well, but I can highly recommend this. Absolutely love it. It just smells so good, and your whole kitchen smells amazing. And this new SPF was very kindly sent to me. This is La Roche-Posay, and it's their new Anthelios UV Air sunscreen. So it's SPF 50. I always put SPF on my face every single day, whether it's sunny, whether it isn't, when I'm in Florida, when I'm at home. I've been using this every single day. I've just put it back into this box so you can see what it says here on the packaging. The thing I love about it, it really is so lightweight. So it almost doesn't feel as if you've put any moisturizer on. A lot of SPFs are thicker. This one, when you go to put it on, it doesn't look that dissimilar from other SPFs SPFs, but it's so light on your skin, it barely even feels like it's there. And when I do go to Florida, when it's really hot, this is going to be amazing because it just doesn't feel like there's anything on your skin before you then put makeup on. So I absolutely love this. It also says up here, helps control oiliness for up to 16 hours. I definitely haven't noticed any excess oil compared to what I would normally have, considering I've got this on underneath. It also contains hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, is an excellent makeup base. So for anyone who's looking for an SPF to go underneath makeup, I would highly recommend this. I love it. Okay, we're all done with dinner now, and I've just got my Erin Condren planner out. A bit of forward planning. I've got a lot of different work things going on, so I'm just making sure I'm staying on top of everything. And I think I'm going to end this vlog here. I will be vlogging on Thursday, which is when I'm viewing that property. So I'm very excited about that. I'm trying not to get too excited or get my hopes up, but we do really like that one. So I will do another vlog on that day, and Becky can say hi in the vlog as well, and I'll let you know how I got on with everything. So everybody keep everything crossed that goes well. Don't forget to check out AG1. I'll pop the QR code on screen again, and you can find the link in the description. I really have been loving it, and now that I've been drinking it for over 6 months now, I really am noticing such a consistent difference. So yeah, I can highly recommend that. Don't forget to check it out. I'm so excited to share the next few months with you guys. I think there's going to be a lot of exciting things happening. I hope you guys are all well and having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.